Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to Let's Play Siralim Ultimate. And I've been putting this off long enough. It's time to finally just get these last Pariah achievements done. It's gonna take a while. Like, I've been putting it off for two reasons. Number one, we've got to grind out 100 realms. That's gonna be a repetitive process, which, you've got to be in a certain frame of mind to be able to do that kind of a grind without it, completely destroying your soul. I think I've slowly worked my way back into the rhythm of playing this game, and now I think I'll be able to handle this. The other thing, of course, is that I'm not going to show all 100 realms, nor am I going to skip entirely to the end, because chances are a few interesting moments are going to happen scattered throughout this entire process. So instead, it's going to be like a highlights reel of all those little moments, but then all of that is going to have to be kind of brought together into one video at the end, and that takes a bit of extra work. So it's not just that playing it is a bit of a longer process, but then also putting it together into an episode itself is a longer process. But you know what? I feel like I'm back in the swing of things. I think I got things under control. I think we're gonna do it. Obviously, the first thing I've got to do is my animatus is gonna lose his extra spell gems. I'm gonna make sure I didn't make any changes to that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Now I'm gonna go back to the wardrobe, because this is where you change specializations, and I'm going to change to where's the Pariah? Oh, there's the Pariah. It still feels so good to see that gold star next to it, indicating that we've ascended this specialization. The only thing left is to do these 100 realms, and as a reward for that, we'll get some, cosmetics as well. But anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. Also, hang on a second. I can't go with these 6 creatures. Let me. How are we gonna do this? You know what? You know what? Just withdraw. You know what? Hang on a second. What am I even? How do you play this game? I'm gonna swap to. Do I have the Pariah party saved? I don't, because I did it all in one episode, and then I never bothered saving it as something else. So we have a there's the deprived. There's what do I do? We listen. We can just make a new party. So just deposit all our creatures and withdraw some of the new mimics that we summoned. How about that? We'll summon some of the new, or we'll have a party entirely of mimics. How about that? I mean, do we even need more than one mimic? I guess there's no reason not to have at least, the maximum of 3. Right? Because the Pariah is the one that's limited, right? Well, we'll find out soon. What do I do now? Now I've got to level them up, because levels actually do matter when you're doing realms. We could sort by in party. Can I not? Oh, the ones in the party are automatically on top. Never mind. So let's just level them up. Luckily, the cost to level up is capped. So do a bit of this, do a bit of that, do a bit of this, and what else do we need to do? We need to make sure we have the right anointments equipped. Now, gotta go with my anointments. A couple of things are gonna be important. Get rid of all this. Get rid of all that. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. I'm gonna need burn their corpses. Fire starter. Where was the? I think it was a Hell Knight anointment. Kindling, right? Yeah. This should be enough. However, in case it isn't, I'm gonna make sure we have a couple spells. So, creatures. These are all chaos creatures, right? So we basically, hang on. Creatures, manage spell gems. What spell can I give you? I can just give you arbitration to remove enemy buffs and my own debuffs. I would rather it be greater dispel, but no, this gives us their buffs. It doesn't remove debuffs. Yes, I want a greater dispel. Whoa, what am I doing? I wanna create spell gems. Of you know, I don't need spells. I don't need spells. If kindling doesn't kill them, I'll just punch them to death. I've decided. Right, so that's the setup. Just to confirm that this is gonna work. By the way, we're gonna be doing this on 0 instability. Let's bring it down to like realm depth 200. Actually, what would happen if we did it at 300? Would we be able to kill them? Not on instability 5. Obviously not. Obviously not. Would we be able to kill them? I just want to establish this. We should be able to, just because we out-level the enemy by so much. But let's confirm whether this is the case. Right, let me make a blessing. Ooh, yeah, we got a favor rank. We're going to be getting a few favor ranks throughout this entire process. Okay, that's a one-hit kill. The reason why this is so important, the fact that it's a one-hit kill, it means that we're just blazing our way through, and we don't have to do anything extra. We do not have to do anything extra. We could do a bit of farming. I will do a bit of farming, but it's mainly gonna be just me trying to I might even not bother to open chests, just because the odds of getting something significant are going to be so slim that it's not going to matter. And finding treasure golems is going to be sad, just because they are not going to give us... It's going to make us sad, you know, the fact that we aren't gonna get anything nice from them. Right, so the main thing is just gonna be completing 100 realms. I should try not to get too sidetracked with farming and other things. And by the way, I'm gonna be doing this entire episode, mostly it's gonna be off screen. I'm just showing you one realm just to show you what exactly it is that's happening, you know, behind the scenes, as I am. Dude, where the fuck? Okay, where are these campfires? These campfires at the bottom of the ocean. Makes perfect sense. Oh yeah, that's... champion enemies. Champion enemies, and... you know what? I need to give my creatures kindling. Because... if we run into protected elites, that's gonna be a huge headache. Because we're gonna have to, like, punch them individually. Oh, there's both of the... both of these things right next to each other. Alright. Alright, got it. Or if something like this happens where our creature at the top of the list is silenced. Like when we're fighting those... we should never be silenced though, right? Because we're not playing on realm instability. But yeah, this is making me realize that there are a couple things I'm gonna need to do if I want things to go a little bit smoothly. I'm gonna have to give Firestorm as a spell to the rest of my creatures, and I'm just gonna have... I'm gonna create a macro right now. I'm gonna call it I'm gonna call it the LLF macro, which is the low level farming macro. And the macro is gonna be like, if this creature is alive, cast Firestorm. Please get me at Firestorm. Right. If this creature is silenced, cast greater... yeah, I should do... cast greater dispel. Greater dispel. Come on. And that should be everything we need. And is there any reason to explore? I mean, like, we should still explore the map, because there might be Pandemonium Shrines, there might be nether portals, that kind of thing. And we would still like to, you know, get these realm objects to raise our favor rank with the various gods. Okay. So now that this is done, what I'm gonna do is I guess just for this one first round, I'm gonna kill every enemy, but I'm not gonna make a habit of it. I'm gonna head back home. We have a few changes to make to our build. When I've made the final build that I'm using, then I'll go off screen. I'm only showing this just in case if you're doing this yourself and you want to know what I'm using, you know, what's going to be a good way to do it. So we're gonna need 3 greater dispels, 3 firestorms. Fermented hops could be a thing, but no. It does percentage damage. That's not a... We need something that just straight up kills the enemy. Where is the... Firestorm. Need 3 of these. And 3 greater dispels. Where is it? There it is. What does gunpowder do? Oh, that's a bomb thing. Alright. Now we gotta do some fiddling around. We gotta upgrade this all the way. And some greater dispel. Now we gotta enchant. I guess we don't have to enchant, but we might as well. Singular? Magnetic? Well, you know, let's just defense penetration. More damage. Is there a thing? Damage increase. And generous. We'll make all of them the same. Defense penetration, damage increase. Generous. And the third one as well. It's overkill because we're doing low level realms, but just in case we run into like annoying like gargantuans, I just want to make sure that we're killing things in one or as small a number of turns as we possibly can. Now we need to enchant the greater dispels as well with honestly just more charges, generous, and class swap chaos. Charges, generous, class swap chaos. And I just want to make sure that we never run into a situation where we are unable to cast this spell because enemies have either sealed the spell gem or stolen our charges or done something. That this is going to ensure that that should never happen. Now, I think the easiest way to equip spell gems is to go to your individual creature and just select it. So we give one of them Firestorm. I don't think you can give more than one of the same spell. No, you can't. You gotta give different spells. It makes sense. It makes sense. Firestorm. Greater Dispel. Firestorm. And Greater Dispel. Okay. Now, at this point, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna what I'll do is we gotta equip the macros as well. Assign the... I didn't give this macro a name. Hang on a second. We go to macros, rename. LLF. That stands for low level farming. Now what I'll do is, now I'm gonna be doing realm depth 300. I could be going even lower. I could be going all the way to level 1. But the thing is, going like by default, it starts me on the leftmost digit, so all I need to do is one action to go to 0, as opposed to one action, and then one action to go to the right, and then 2 actions to go to 0, and then one more action to go to the right, and then you can see how that would get pretty annoying pretty quickly, as opposed to just, you know, this one action, and then immediately we are where we need to be. And that's why I tested, just to make sure that 300 is good enough. But yes, the rest of this video is gonna be, or the rest of me doing these 100 realms is mostly gonna be me just doing it off screen, and I will only be coming to you for showing you these highlights. Pandemonium Shrines, even though it's nice that we found one, are not really highlights, just because we've seen every single thing that they have to offer, and you know, like, even if they spawn a treasure golem, which is, you know, the best possible thing, at low levels these treasure golems are not going to give us anything. And if they do give us anything, then I'll just show you that highlight, you know, specifically, and I'll just skip everything else. You see, most of these things are just gonna end on turn 0, basically. So like the battle ends before it even begins. And thanks to burn their corpses and kindling, nobody should ever resurrect. Resurrections were a bit of an issue when we were doing the realms, when I was doing the realms, you know, with the deprived. You didn't see most of them, but occasionally enemies would come back to life, and I think maybe that was before we had burn their corpses, or, you know, fire starter, or like we were missing something crucial, or like I wasn't using Fire Devil's Rage or something, and then that was a bit of a problem. I was running around. I was actually hoping that the enemy would give me that the realm would give me some protected enemies to fight against. Oh, hey, dumplings never flee. That's nice. But you know what I'll do is, if I run into, or not if, but when I inevitably run into some protected enemies, I will show you specifically those guys, and you'll see how the macros are working for these creatures. I have the correct macro, right? I haven't even gotten the macro equipped. That's dumb. Let's give them the macro, right? And with this, I'm gonna go off screen, and you will from now until the end of this episode only be seeing highlights, right? So I will see you with the first highlight shortly. And in this very same realm comes our first highlight. We got the Moving Arbiters card. Like I said, I will be doing a bit of card farming as well, but that will vary depending on, you know, like how much time I have to record in whatever session I'm playing. Like if I've only got a couple minutes, then well, I mean, more than a couple minutes, right? Like if I only have like 10 minutes free while I'm waiting for something, you know, to cool down after taking it out from the oven, then I might just do a couple rounds without farming. If I have more free time, then I might do a bit of farming. But here, you see the first highlight, which is another card, which takes us to 594, and one step closer to finishing the Arbiter set. But anyway, that's going to be all for this little highlight. I'll show you the next thing in just a moment. And in the very next realm, a complete bonus of a card from a creature that I wasn't even farming is obtained, and immediately after that we get to see that we have a group of creatures that survived our first hit. Now we get to see the macro in action. Right? The macro does work, although I did realize that I needed to... It's not enough just to assign your creatures a macro. If you want them to do the macro automatically, you then also have to do this extra step. Change their strategy from attack, which is the default, to macro. Weirdly enough, you can have their strategy be inspect, which is like you inspect a creature, either your own or an enemy. I don't know why you would ever want that to be a default action, but in case you want it to be, you know, then that is indeed an option. Right? So let's set this up, and with this, I might as well show you this dumpling. Okay, so at wait, am I? Oh, I was like, am I on the wrong realm level? No, this is 300. This is definitely 300, not 1300. It is just that some of these enemies are kind of beefy. Ultimately, still worth it for the you know, convenience to not have to click more than once. You know, to lower the realm level. You know what? I will just deal with it. But yeah, having shown you these highlights, it's time for me to go back off, and I will see you shortly. Alright, this is potentially interesting. We have a nether realm. Actually, you know, let's quickly make a donation first. And now let's go inside this nether realm. What do we get? Ooh, it's I think this is another treasure golem version 2.0 fight. Hello. Let's talk to this guy. You're the piece of shit who's been killing my friends. Yep, he is right. By the power invested in me by Torin, I hereby sentence you to a painful and fucked up death. Didn't quite go to plan for this guy, but get another treasure golem's core, and where do we? Oh, it's under trait materials, right? Treasure golem's core. Is that just the same thing that we found? Okay, it's another one of the same thing that we already found. So I think he probably always drops this one thing. Or maybe he drops others and there's a random chance. I haven't looked this up specifically. But this is our second version of this trait material, which I'm probably never going to use. But it's nice to have. You know, but now we have a second one of those. So that's nice. And that's a lovely little highlight. And now that I've shown that to you, it's time for me to go back off. I'll see you shortly. I mean, technically this is a rare thing to have happen at such a low realm depth on 0 instability. But, you know, even with that acknowledgement, it's nothing special. But I felt compelled to show it to you, and having shown it to you, I'm just gonna go back and I'll show you the next highlight in just a moment. Alright, there's no special highlight to show you, but there is one final change I'm gonna make to my build, which is I'm gonna just equip. Do I have like a? I'm just gonna create a new artifact. I don't know. Boots. And I'm gonna I'm gonna upgrade it until it has an artifact slot. Oh, empty trait slot. I think that's it, right? I might as well just upgrade it all the way, just in case, you know, there's some achievement for upgrading artifacts a bunch of times. Give it a nether slot as well, why not? But all I want to do is, I want to go into here and give it one specific thing. Informer mask. Informer mask. Because I want to give them one of the same traits that I'm using on my main party is that at the start of battle, enemies are silenced for 1 turn, just in case we run into... It doesn't really matter who we give it to. Just in case we run into, like, salamanders or other creatures that do annoying spell casting stuff, either at the start of combat or on death, or whatever. And just to make life a little bit simpler. And having shown you this, I'm gonna go back off. I will see you in a bit. So I'm resuming, not because I've got some great highlight to show you, but because I realized there were a couple issues with my macro. One issue was it wasn't fully equipped to deal with one particular type of enemy, which is why I added this line. If any enemy has wasted age, attack that creature. The other problem was this line, I think, is pretty sure completely redundant. Because if this creature, meaning the creature whose turn it is, if that creature is silenced, they can't cast anything. So I need to remove this line, and just, if they're silenced, I'm gonna have to do like, maybe I'll add a line, if this creature is silenced, has debuff, attack a random enemy. Just do that. Just do that. But yeah, I'll show you why the wasted age thing is important. If there are any such enemies left, I think I might have killed all of them. But there's a particular type of storm enemy. I guess I'll just have to show you it on the bestiary. Luckily, we've already farmed it, so we don't need to find the card from anything. But where are the storms? Here we go, the storms. The pink-looking one, the Malignant Storm. While above 90% health, it's immune to damage from spells. The only other way to deal with it would be something that reduces the enemy health by a percentage, but that just would be a very finicky thing to deal with. So instead I've opted to just be like, if any enemy has wasted age, just punch them in the face and get it over with. Get it over with. Otherwise, you'll just be casting Firestorm over and over again, and it won't do anything. Well, let's get this done, and I think it's time for me to go back offline, go back off camera, so I'll see you in just a moment with the next highlight, right? See you in a bit. Alright, we got another Nether Realm. Let's take a look at what's in this one, but before we do that, let me just donate to Tauren, and yeah, let's jump right in. Ooh, we got this guy, Crispy. We found some treasure. Even a mere baby has more wit than you. Well, that is a devastating insult, and with that, we are done. Again, this is one of those things. Oh, hey, we got a Pandemonium Shrine as well, which has just summoned more creatures. So that Crispy Nether portal encounter, like with anything that gives you straight up treasure, is one of those things that is really only valuable at high realm depths and high instability, because at low realm depths and low instability, like, the amount of loot you get is just so low that it's usually gonna just end up disappointing you. But you know what? At least it's the thought that counts. At least he tried. Anyway, that's gonna be all for this little highlight. I'll go back off, and I'll see you in just a moment for the next one. And here we go, thinking Arbiter card obtained, which means the Arbiter card set is complete. Which means, well, let's first of all take a look at the full bonus. It means that, I mean, it's a nice bonus to have. It's something that'll occasionally save you a bit of hassle. You wouldn't want to rely on a 9% chance to avoid some really devastating debuff. You'd want to have an actual backup plan. But with this card set, occasionally you wouldn't even have to do anything. It might every once in a while just give you like a free turn, like a free action, right? Let's just look at it that way. So now that this is done, we're gonna move on to farming the aspect set, which is gonna make the agile bonus better. Which actually the second partial bonus, the 10% less damage, that's pretty good. Like any sort of damage reduction, especially when it stacks with other damage reduction, that's a way to really just get your defense jacked up nicely. So that's going to be the next target. Anyway, that's going to be all for this little highlight, and having shown you that, I'm going to go off. I'm going to go back off, and I'll show you the next one in just a moment. And here we go, already making progress on the aspect card set. Aspect of Change has given us no partial bonus, but that's another card on the list, bringing us very close to 600. I'll probably stop saying this every single time, and I'll bring it up again when we actually do get to 600, which will happen before we complete this card set for sure. But yeah, having shown you that, it's time for me to head back off. I'll show you the next highlight in just a moment. And there we go, Aspect of Decay. Very nice. That even gives us the partial set bonus, which I mentioned earlier is probably what I consider the best bonus out of what this card set has to offer, just because it's a damage reduction thing. Although the full set bonus, because it makes the agile buff last forever, synergizes really well with the damage reduction and anything else that the set has to offer. What else does it do? Let me summon a couple of these. What else does the set do? Greater chance to dodge. Whatever. I could take that or leave it. But the damage reduction is definitely nice. Anyway, having shown you that, it's time for me to go back off. I'll see you in just a moment with the next highlight. And just a minute after that, in the same realm, we get the Autumn Aspect card. Man, this is being a fruitful little mini session. It's been a couple days. I think maybe a couple days ago is when I started, or maybe it's the second day. Man, I'm already losing track of time. But regardless, it's been a while, at least a full day, since I started this farming. And even when I say it's been a couple of days, I've been kind of playing 10-15 minutes at a time. And this is shaping up to be a very productive session. Who knows? Maybe we can push our luck even more? Well, that remains to be seen. Regardless, I've shown you another highlight, and now it's time for me to go back off. Ooh, hey, what? Look, man. Okay, yeah, this is definitely the best session I've had in a while, because we have found not only two cards, but also a skin. And what is this skin gonna be? Metal. Alright, we gotta take a closer look at this. What is this? It's an aspect skin. Where are the aspects? Here we go. Metal. Oh yeah, that's the skin we unlocked from the Pariah. That one looks pretty unsettling, but of course I love it. This one, alright, I'm into it. It doesn't look that different from the other aspects, but the color scheme is really nice, especially those glowing light blue eyes. Really nice. Right? Having shown you a couple of things now, I think it's time for me to go back off. I'll see you in a moment for the next highlight. Oh my god, this is actually kind of crazy. I think less than a minute after I stopped recording, we get the springtime aspect card, and just like that, the aspect set is nearly complete. Of course, the downside is this realm is now overpopulated with creatures that no longer have any card left to give us. So I might, I'll clear out a few of them, and I'm gonna stay in this realm. I'm sure it's just randomness. I'm sure there's nothing special about this realm. But, like, you never know. This is a complicated game. Who knows? Maybe right now we're in a weird phase where the game is just giving us more cards thanks to something going on behind the scenes. And if that's the case, I don't want to miss out on the chance to get some more of them. So I'm going to start summoning the final aspect whose card we need. The winter aspect. And I'll kill a few of these, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I've shown you this little update, and it's time for me to go back off, and I'll be back to talk to you some more in just a moment. Oh yeah, actually, I forgot to mention, because it all happened so quickly, that we have hit 600 cards with the I think the springtime aspect. So good job, us. But yeah, I'm gonna go back off, and I'll talk to you again in just a moment. Okay, this one took a little bit longer, but not even that much longer. I think it just maybe took like 2 or 3 minutes, and now it's done. And now we have completed the aspect card set. And it's done. It's done. It's been accomplished. But of course, the work must continue, because there is always more. So next we're gonna do the automaton card set. This one, this one's not a super critical bonus, but sure, like Savage is now gonna last forever when we eventually finish that. And then the automaton. Let's take a look at this. Ooh, hang on a second. Creature spell gems don't lose charges when... Oh, hang on. When cast at the start of battle. But I think at the start of battle means something very specific. I think it means before they take their turns. At first I was like, oh, maybe it means like the first spell that they cast, but no, I think it's only if spells are cast as start of battle effects. That's actually something that could synergize with other builds if you're relying purely on start of battle. You know what, we'll theorize more about this when we complete that set. Oh yeah, that's something that intrigues me greatly. I'm just gonna summon one group of these guys, but I'm done with this realm, I think. And summoning is starting to get pretty expensive as well, so I'm gonna probably just end this mini session as well, because I gotta I'm recording this on a Saturday morning. I'm pretty sure midnight on Sunday, or like midnight Saturday, beginning of Sunday is when card week is gonna end, which is why I wanted to get a bit of farming done today, but do have other things to do today. I've got to do some I've got to do some cardio, and then I've got to go to the supermarket. It's my plan. And just gonna chill. I'm talking as though I'm doing an outro for the whole episode because I'm so ingrained to think that way. But no, this is just me ending the session. By the way, I've spent so much time in this realm. I got to show you. First of all, I've gotten more than 10 realms done, but I think this might literally just be the 11th realm because I've spent so much time in this one realm. Let me show that. Let me show that pretty quickly. Competent. Oh no! Oh, this was our 12th realm. So I did one more at some point. But yeah, that's gonna be all for this little highlight. I'll go back off and I'll see you in just a moment, right? See you in a bit. Okay, so we've got another nether portal coming up, and this is actually a pretty important one. Because, it's finally gonna let me complete this Rune of Prophecies. That's right. I haven't handed this in this entire time. I probably should have handed it in ages ago, but I got lazy. I was like, I was really intent on finishing it, and you know what? Finally, we can finish it. Do we get anything good? No, we get this baby, I mean, he's walking on 2 legs, so, oh hey, we get an achievement for, I think like 800 nether portals? 500 nether portals. Oh no, there's lots still to go. That was achievement number 8, but for 500. And then I think 9 is going to be 750, and then 10 is going to be 1,000. So the rest of those are going to take a while. But anyway, let's start this guy. Crispy, who's going to let us open chests. Until we get a note that's insulting us. That's such a weird concept to this, but you know what? It's free loot. It's free loot. It's fine. And then when I head home, I'll hand in this Rune of Prophecies, and I'll even show you when I'm handing it in. But for now, I'm gonna go back to this realm, and yeah, I'll finish this, and I'll see you in a bit. And looks like this session is starting off on a lovely note as well. This is the first realm I'm doing in this new session. Asura Bone Breaker card obtained, which means, well, it means we're already making progress on the Asura set. And how many do we have left? Ooh, only 2. Alright. I'm into this. I am most certainly into this. So I'm gonna start summoning some Heart Rippers now. And then, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Right, so I'm gonna go back off. I will see you in just a moment. Alright, as promised, I'm gonna hand in this Rune of Prophecies. I also have a couple of projects to hand in. But I'll wait until I've refreshed my Rune of Prophecies, just in case it's going to tell us to do either an assassination or a pilgrimage, just to be a little bit efficient. And we're still making progress on this, but very slow progress, because I think we're only getting 3% per realm. All right. Yeah, let's hand it in. Nearly 70,000. That's a damn good payout. And we have some new tasks to complete. And luckily, oh no, we have arena battles. So I tell you what. We gotta beat a god. We get the gods too. Sure. I gotta defeat the false god as well. Let me see something. Bounty, Impington Reborn, Thor 316, and we are you know what? We'll deal with that. We'll figure it out. Because that's 5 realms from now. That's quite a long way. Let's just hand in our projects. And you just start a new assassination. Just can I sort it by how many I have owned? No, I can't, because that would be pretty convenient. I'll just sort them by race, and I'll keep going until I see something that's 0, so unguided. Yeah, let's get some psychic stardust, just so we have one of those. And we have got one more project. Let me start a pilgrimage as well. Is anybody at 52? No, it looks like the lowest is 53 with Erebus. Alright, so now that's done. So now I'm gonna go back off, and I'll see you in a few moments to show you the next highlight, right? See you in a bit. Okay, we're about to get another special Asura skin. Unfortunately, it went away too quickly for me to show it to you in the combat itself, but hey, the follower of Torah Asura skin. Let's take a nice, good look at it. Where is it? There we go. There we go. Where are the Asuras? Are aspect. Here we. Ooh, this is the only. This is the only Asura skin we have so far. That's pretty good. It's got the Tauran color scheme. It's got the angry Tauran face. And generally, just looks pretty cool. Looks pretty nice. I am a fan. Ooh, summons a treasure golem. Sad because we're playing on. Right now we're on a low realm depth, 0 instability. So any loot sources we find are basically all wasted. Not wasted, but the chance of getting something from them is just astronomically low. So, I mean, that's okay. I mean, the point of this isn't to get loot in chests. The point of this is, well, the main point is just to get the 100 realms done, but, to farm cards and skins while we are doing that, and I think it's going pretty well on that count, and I'm gonna keep on doing that, and I will show you the next highlight in just a few moments. Alright, here's another nether portal. Let's take a look at this one. Ooh, hey, we can get some we can do some science. Alright, now I was keeping a list of what you get from all of these. So the last one I think I checked was okay. When all of them are off, you get nothing. With only A and B on, you get power. What order was I doing these in? So I did all 4 combinations where only 1 is on, and now I was doing the combinations where 2 of them are on. So I did A and B. Now let's do A and see. First of all, let's put them all off. Turn you on. Turn you on. Oof, that looks like a plain chest. Is it gonna be empty, or is there gonna be something in it? We'll find out. It's empty. All right. Let me find my pen. Yeah, looking at it, I suspected it was gonna be empty, but you know what? You've got to try. Like, you never know. Maybe there's like some hidden secret where like it looks like a plain chest, but it actually ends up being amazing. No, with A on and B not on, C on and D not on, you get nothing. Oh. Okay, that's at least a bit of a progress on this own sort of like personal side quest of mine to catalog all of the different combinations in this thing. I only need to encounter this thing another 700 times. It's gonna be less than that, but it's gonna take a long time to get all of those done. But you know what? I got all the time in the world. Anyway, it was a fun little excursion, and having shown you that, I'm gonna go back off, and I'll show you the next highlight in just a moment. And in the same realm, we're about to get another Asura skin. Let's take a look at this one. Statue. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that statue. It does look exactly like what it says. It's a statue. A very, very cool one. A lot of these skins, if you start fusing the creatures, and if you haven't disabled fusion palettes, will end up looking a lot different. Some of them might even end up looking cooler, but a lot of these, I think, just the base unmodified artwork is just really nice. For instance, one example of where it works well is actually the I think Halloween Meraxis, the Cthulhu one. Yeah, the base skin looks just fine, but then we don't have our regular party, so I can't show you the version of Meraxis that we have. But it's kind of like a red, like bloody, like even more terrifying version of that. Siralim rules over Azure. Yeah, like usually with these skins, I'm happy to just see them in isolation, like collected on a page. I don't necessarily need to have them in my party. I'm happy to just have them in their own special section of the game, just because, like, mainly I just like seeing the artwork, right? That's what I value about it, and hopefully we find quite a few more of them. And yeah, having shown you that and talked to you about it, I'm gonna go back off, and I'll show you the next thing in just a moment. And I might as well show you this, and you know what, let's not even talk about it. Let's acknowledge that we got it, and let's just move on. Alright, I'll be back in a bit. And here's another complete bonus of a card. The Inquisitor Weaver. Okay, Vertrag is happy. Collect the spheres. Vertrag is even happier. So happy, in fact, that we've gained another favor rank. Alright. Good stuff. But that card from the Inquisitor set. Let's take a look at that set. We're actually only 2 cards away. Okay, it affects minions, which we don't really use. But yeah. It's nice, I guess. Who knows, maybe like for minion-based builds, that's like a super powerful card set, but for us, obviously in this low-level farming, completely irrelevant, but even in our regular, animator build, not really. Minions isn't really something we care too much about, but yeah, it's nice to have. Anyway, I'm gonna go back off, and I'll see you in just a moment for the next highlight. Right? See you in a bit. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. For another stone that you found on 0 instability on realm depth 300, 202 is decent rarity. I'll give you that. I'll give you that, game. It's decent. So having shown you that, I'm gonna go back off and I'll see you in just a few moments. Right? See you in a bit. So it looks like maybe my macro isn't working properly. Because I understand. The line about if any enemy has wasted age, attack that creature should be on top. Because technically, the fact that this creature has wasted age isn't stopping them from trying to cast Firestorm. It's just that Firestorm isn't doing anything. So, the easy way to rectify this would be go to the macro, edit the LLF, low level farming macro, move this up by 1, and then if nobody has wasted age, the line gets disregarded. You go straight to the next one, and it should work. And I don't know if we'll come across any other creatures. Well, how is that for timing? The card drops. The card drops right as I was about to say, oh, I don't know if we'll see any other creatures, that we can test that right now. I'm gonna, go off, go back off recording, and then I'll come back to you with the, with the next highlight. How about I come back to you? How about I never even leave, because the next highlight is gonna come to us. Asura Heartripper card obtained. And a good time was had by all. But yes, now I am gonna go off, because in order for anything else interesting to happen, I've got to go walk back to the candle and summon more people. So I'm gonna do that, and if anything else materializes, you will find out shortly. And here we go, the final Asura card obtained. Asura card set complete. The Savage buff now lasts forever, which is pretty good. Okay, so what's our next card set? Ooh, first of all, looks like, sorting by race, we have this entire page complete, and this entire page complete. We're making some really nice progress. So the next card set is going to be the Automaton card set, of which we need 5 more. Alright, I'm into that. Let's go ahead and get some of those on the field right away. Oh, except we can't. Except we can't. Okay. Well, I'll start getting some. I'll start getting some pretty soon. Anyway, there's only a couple hours left before Saturday ends, and I think at that point Card Week is gonna end, which is why I'm trying to be a bit more frantic. Yes, it's Saturday night, and I'm home by myself playing video games, but that's okay because I went out yesterday, right? I'm old enough that really going out once per weekend is good enough. In fact, not even that. Like once every couple of weekends is about all I can manage before I just, collapse from sheer old man exhaustion. It's a sad state of affairs, but what are you gonna do? Anyway, this is a highlights episode. I shouldn't be droning on too long, so I'm gonna go back off, and I'll be back to show you the next highlight in just a moment. Okay, I'm here because I'm gonna hand in my Rune of Prophecies. Not because I've completed it. In fact, I haven't even completed a single line yet. Although that's gonna change. I'm gonna hand it in because really it's an awful rune. I don't want to do arena combat right now. I'm not fighting gods right now. I'm not fighting false gods right now. I'm not fighting creature masters right now. Theoretically, I could have gotten buried treasure, but got really bad luck on that as well. So I just want to refresh this miserable rune and try and get something that's a bit more favorable that we might actually be able to make some headway on, you know, while we're doing this low-level farming. Yeah. So we just gotta play slot machines, spend our 3 tickets, and let's see what we get. What do we get? Hey, we got something. Alright. That's a decent amount of notoriety. Alright. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. And nothing there. Alright. I'm okay with that. So we're gonna be getting... Hey, for just 2 lines... Oh, also we're not getting a piety because we're not going deeper into the realms. There is a special nether portal encounter where you can get some free piety, but we didn't really run into that. But I mean, 26,000 for just 2 lines. It's not bad. It's not bad. A total of 2 lines. Although, I mean, we got like about 70,000 for 12 lines. And for just 2 lines, I mean, maybe we got lucky and we completed high value lines. But 12 lines is 6 times 2. 70,000 is a lot less than 6 times 26,000. The math on it, I mean, so the lines basically, okay, it gets easier to fill out more lines because you're basically filling out squares at a time, so I should be counting it more in terms of squares rather than lines. But even so, the point still stands that for doing a relatively small amount of work, you can still get a decent payout. So maybe that's the smart play. Just hand in the Rune of Prophecies as soon as you complete anything, without even looking at what else there is to do. You know, just do a mad rush through. All right. So what do we got this time? No arena battles. That's good. We do have to defeat a god, Mortem. Oh no. Isn't she the one that you gotta hit her like a fucking like 100 times or something? Okay, you know what? It's fine. We gotta do 2 of these, 3 forge missions. Sure, I'll do one of those. And the rest is fine. Right. And I gotta correctly answer those. Alright, that's fine. You know what I'll do is oh, we have 1 project left, so I'll start a forge mission right now. I'll do it. Why not? Okay. And with that, I'm gonna go back offline. I'll see you shortly with the next highlight. Alright, a couple things. First of all, yes, we have a nether portal which we'll enter into shortly. But also, Card Week has ended. But the good news is that it is now Skin Week. Haven't found any skins yet, but also haven't been playing that long. I've only done a couple realms on this lazy Sunday morning. And finally, this realm is a very nice compact realm. So I'm thinking could be a great venue to do some farming. Anyway, let's go inside. Let's see what we got. I think this is one of the most useless encounters that you can have, because all you get is a trait material, which you probably have dozens of them already. But like I said, this is a nice realm to do some farming in, so I think I might go ahead and get some of that farming done. So I'll let you know if I find anything. And if I don't, then you'll find that out as well. In any event, I'll be back to share with you the next highlights in just a moment. It was bound to happen with a realm this good for farming. The first card, despite it not being card week, I mean, you lose a small chance for finding cards when card week ends, but obviously there's always a chance to find a card, right? And here is the first card, well, the first card that I found in this session, but the third card overall in the automaton set. And with that, I think I'm gonna go back off and I'll show you the next highlight in just a moment. And here we go. That didn't take long at all. Arcane Automaton card obtained. And we got a partial bonus. Alright. More damage with start of battle effects. I wonder if that just, like, if it applies to anything that happens at start of battle. Like, if that includes attacks as well as spells, or if when the game says, you know, quote-unquote effect, if that's referring to a specific kind of action. Like, my intuition would say that effect is, you know, a broad term that encompasses anything, but it's hard to tell with the game, you know, this complicated. But yeah, you know, that's, regardless, that's another card in the bag, and I'll be back in a few moments to show you the next highlight, alright? See you in a bit. And here we go, yet another automaton card, this time the Cursed Automaton. Takes us to 5 out of 7. I pretty soon should maybe stop doing this realm, because I don't know if you remember the last time that I had an episode and I found one of these realms and I decided to go as hard as I could in it. Eventually, strange things started happening, and the realm got, like, the game slowed down, monsters started spawning in unusual places, and eventually I just ended the realm because I didn't want the game to crash. I may have to do that soon, but for now I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going until I see, like, some... God, it's really slowed down. And I don't know if it's because of the game, like this realm, or if it's something else Windows is doing in the background. But I'm gonna do, like, one more group. Let's see what happens with one more group. And I may just call it quits. Oh yeah, it's kind of slow. It's kind of, well, it's not that bad. The other thing is it's getting really expensive to summon people at the candle. I'll just show you that it's now costing 45,000 per individual summon, and if you're summoning like 4 at a time, that's getting close to nearly 200,000 power that you're spending. You're getting some of it back, but on low realms, you get a smaller amount of resources per kill. So I may just, you know, like cash in with these 3 cards that we've gotten and not push our luck too much, because what I don't want to have happen is for the game to crash and for me to lose the 3 cards that I got. I don't want to lose progress that I made, because that's always distressing whenever that happens. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do the rest of these 20, and if the game doesn't magically speed up, if it stays slow, I'm just gonna cash it. Alright, I'll let you know how that turned out in just a moment, right? See you in a bit. Well, I stayed in the realm because the game sped up a little bit. I think maybe Windows was just doing something. Anyway, showing you this because we are about to get, for the first time, a special skin. Now, skins must be a pretty rare thing. Because card week has ended, we are in skin week. And I've been farming automatons in this realm for quite a while. We had 3 different card drops, despite it not being card week. And we've only just now found our first skin. So, this is why... I mean, this probably is why I get so much more excited for skins than for cards. It's because I think they might legitimately just be a more, like, a rarer drop. In addition to the fact that you can't find them in chests, even when you're farming them from the creatures that directly drop them, cards seem to come more often, at least in my experience, than skins. Anyway, this is the high-tech skin for the automaton. I will show it to you because I didn't get a good chance. Well, because it went away too quickly. I will go into the codex, reference lists, skins. Automaton is gonna be U. Okay, there we go. I was trying to remember where the letter U was in the alphabet. This is it. That looks pretty cool. Like, it's got a... It's white, like the white color, and then it's got a monitor with the picture of an eye on it, and it's if you look at the bottom, the back of it also seems to have some glowing light in the center. It looks very cool, and this is our first automaton skin, by the way. There obviously are so many skins that I haven't found that this whole business is gonna probably take quite a while. It's probably gonna take a while. Anyway, having shown you that little highlight, I'm gonna stay in this realm, probably against my better judgment. I'm gonna stay in this realm a little bit longer, and I'll be back to show you the next highlight in just a few moments. Alright, I figured I'd just record this just to let you know that I am finally leaving this realm. It's very slow, and it has to be something related to the fact that I've been in this realm so long, because the same thing happened in the previous episode. I think the episode is called Tiny Glitchy Realm, where I did a similar thing. Although in that one, I think eventually it started glitching out in other ways. It started spawning enemies in the inaccessible black, like what shows up here as inaccessible black space. It would start spawning enemies there. That hasn't happened. Nothing's glitched out like that, but still the fact that it's so slow means I just want to go back home, and I want to lock in the progress that we've made. So this one realm gave us 3 cards and a skin. And with that, I think I'm gonna go back off, and I'll show you the next highlight in just a moment. Alright, here's another very, very bad nether stone. Just wanted to show you this, and having shown you this, I'm going back off. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright, let's see what's inside this nether portal. Let me just interact with the things around it, just to build up a bit more tension. And now, let's see. Okay. This is actually a pretty decent one, because you get a good amount of favor with the god of whichever realm you're in. And often, it's going to be enough to just by itself send you into another favor rank, which is what happened here. And I'm pretty happy about that, right? Having shown you that, I'm going to go back off. See you in a bit. Okay, finally we are about to get another skin. Again, I didn't get a good look at it because the battle ended very quickly. It looked kind of metallic, which, you know, makes sense because I am farming automatons. Oh, industrial. Alright. Sounds about right. So what is it? What is it? Let's take a look at it. Industrial. Only our second automaton skin. Ooh, very cool. Looks like it's got a bit of smoke coming out. And then I think that's like a furnace. Or at least that's how I'm interpreting it. You know, that red light at its center. I don't think that's like a lighting panel. I see it as a kind of furnace, and then that is what's generating the smoke coming out. Very cool looking. I don't know if I'll ever have automatons in my party ever. At least not in... definitely not in my animator party. There's probably, I don't know, probably other builds where it'll come in useful, but if I do, you know, we've got 2 skins now to use for our automaton creatures, right? I'm showing you that, and now I'm gonna go off and I'll show you the next highlight in just a few moments. Alright, the skins are starting to come nice and fast now. There's another automaton skin that we're about to see. Again, I didn't get a good look at it, other than the fact that it looked kind of white and smooth. We'll see what it is in just a moment. Spin... what's going on? Oh, I think we've immediately been thrown into another combat. But that skin was called Spin Cycle, which I think means it's gonna look like a washing machine. Let's take a look at this. Spin Cycle, there we go. It's literally just a washing machine, and if you look carefully, you can see that there's already like clothes inside. Like there's something colorful, which I assume is just the laundry being washed. Another very cool skin. I like, you know, there's a bit of like a sense of humor element behind a lot of the artwork, and a lot of the other things in the game in general, which I am quite a fan of. And having shown you this cute little skin, I'm gonna go back off, and I'll see you for the next highlight in just a moment. Alright, here's another very low level nether stone. I'm showing you this, and now I'm gonna go back off. See you in a bit. Alright, there's no highlight here, but there's something I wanted to check. So the last time when I handed in my Rune of Prophecies, I handed it in early, and I think I had an objective like this on that Rune of Prophecies. Gather piety from any source of loot. And I was like, oh, I can't do this because you only get piety either from completing new, like going deeper into the realms, or by encountering a special nether encounter that gives you piety. But there is one other source of piety, and that is crushing nether stones. So let's see what happens if we crush a low level nether stone. Does that count? This goes to 975, which I think is more than what we needed. Oh, it does count. It totally does count. This means we could have gotten more in that one Rune of Prophecies that I handed in early. That's okay though. We missed out on a couple thousand. That's okay. That's fine. I'll wait to hand this one in. I'll complete this line. We're not going to be killing any creature masters. I'm not going to be fighting Mortem. I do want to get a couple more Riddle Dwarves. I messed up by not noticing that we had to do experiment missions, so I might just leave those unfinished. Although I am doing an experiment mission right now, so who knows. That's something I'll figure out. Anyway, I'm going to go back off, and I'll see you, I'll see you in just a few moments with the next highlight, right? See you in a bit. Alright, here's one more nether portal. What could be inside? The answer is... what a... I mean, would have been so nice to have this on a regular realm, high realm depth, instability 5, but these 5 treasure golems are just gonna be basically wasted. I mean, I guess there's a small chance of getting something, but I mean, still, what a waste. What a waste. It's okay though. It's okay. Now that I've shown you this, well, I guess I would have had to do a showcase for this nether stone that we just found. I guess technically we did get something. So, you know, there's that. And having shown you that, I'm going to go back off. So, see you in a bit. And here we go. This one took a while. This one took quite a while. But like all of the others, well, all of the others so far, it did come in the end. The Decrepit Automaton card, meaning we are one card away from completing the Automaton set. And while I've got you here, I might as well keep you, because I'm gonna be handing in the Rune of Prophecies. Because I am too impatient to wait potentially, what, 17, 18 more realms to complete these 2 experiment missions. Might as well hand this in and get some progress on the next one. And might as well do that while I've got you here. I figure I might as well show you every time I hand in the Rune of Prophecies, because it is a pretty significant chunk of piety that we are going to get for completing it. Alright, let's hand it in. 5 lines. Alright, it's decent, right? And what is our next Rune of Prophecies? Still no arena combat, which is good, but there's another killer god. Miraxis, I don't mind. Siralim, scratch cards, I'll do that off screen just now, and the rest should be pretty easy. Alright, having shown you this little highlight, I think I'm going to go back off, so I'll see you in a bit. And this one came much quicker. The War Automaton card obtained, and importantly, the Automaton card set is complete. And now we have this bonus. Creature's spell gems don't lose charges when cast at the start of battle. Which, I'm not sure if that's deeply relevant to any of the builds we're currently running, or like the one main build, but also, you know, the fermented hops build, or the general Gate of the Gods party. I don't think that's the case. One thing I do know is that there are no cards for avatar creatures, so if we want to continue going down the list for cards, we have to go all the way now to page 8 of the Divination Candle. And if we look at our Rune of... our Bestiary, technically, I mean, these creatures don't have cards, so we can think, in a way we can think of them as having the card collected, but really that just means there's nothing to collect. But it does mean that technically all the way to page 7, deep into page 7, we've collected all that we can, which is pretty crazy. I'm liking the progress that we're making. And having shown you this little bit of progress, I'm going to go back off. So, see you in a bit. And here we go. Here's the Banshee card. First one in this session. And that even gives us... Ooh. Oh yeah, this set is going to be really nice. Spell gems have 1 additional charge. Happy to see that. And happy to show it to you. And now that I've shown it to you, I'm going to go back off. So, I'll see you in a bit. Alright, let's see what's inside this one. Not that great. Not that great. But I guess we'll play. Just because, I mean, we are technically getting a rare currency for doing this. So, you know, let's go ahead and just get this done. Hopefully it doesn't take too much of our time. Yeah. Okay, gaining, okay, it's gonna take even more of our time. Okay, okay, just, yeah, no, more turns. Okay, oh, and we completely skip the, like, 2 squares in a row with notoriety. We've dodged both of them. And then we don't even land on go, which would have given us extra turns, which is fine, honestly. It's fine. I'm over it. Let's just do this. This gives us 1. And only 1, okay. We're having pretty bad luck with Kino last couple times we've played. What are we gonna get from slots? Nothing. Oh hey, oh, that's a decent amount. And that's all we get. You don't give us anything? No. You're always welcome here from Bagudaccio, whatever. Thanks, man. Thanks. Anyway, now that I've shown you that, I'm gonna go back off. See you in a bit. And here we go, another card. Cards are starting to drop pretty quick now as well. Takes us to 612 overall, but only the 3rd out of 9 in the Banshee set. So quite a way to go. Ooh, and as you can see at the bottom of the screen, I'll show you some of the recent achievements. That is the 40th realm quest I've completed as the Pariah. So quite a way to go. But the reason it's taking a long time, and the reason you're seeing a lot of these highlights, is because I've been doing a lot of farming, and I've been basically like running around full clearing these realms basically. At some point I'll have to pick up the pace, otherwise it's not just gonna take me long, but it's also gonna mean that the highlights are gonna run very long. So at some point I'm just gonna have to start rushing and, you know, ignoring most of these realms. But, you know, for now it's okay. But anyway, that's gonna be all for now. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I accidentally skipped past it because I was genuinely not expecting it, but I think I found a rarity 272 netherstone. I saw the number just as my finger or my thumb hit the button that closed the window. So we've got a few. 276. I think we already saw this elsewhere, but 272 is the one that we just got with a trait, Cradle to the Grave. Let's take a look at this. After creatures are killed, they have a chance to resurrect. This is the trait that mites have. We occasionally find them in the arachnid nest. The one that really annoys me, because then like creatures are resurrected for no reason. Now we have that. Now we can have the option to be annoying to our enemies, except that our creatures never die. So, you know, that's just a bit too bad that we're not going to be able to actually get any use out of it. Not that I would even put it on, just because it's a non-issue for us. But anyway, having shown you this, I think I'm gonna go back off, and I'll be back to show you the next highlight in just a moment. And here's another pretty bad netherstone, but it's something we found, so I felt I had to show it to you, and having shown it to you, I'm going back off. Alright, we're about to find another fun Banshee skin. Let's take a look at this. Skin is Yang. Interesting name. Let's take a look at the it. Where the Banshees? What? Oh, here we go. So yeah, so this is the one that I found last time, which I really liked a lot. Like that I found earlier anyway. This one's pretty good as well. This one, I wonder if it's gonna be like yin and yang, kind of. If there's gonna be another Banshee skin that's sort of the opposite of this, which is maybe gonna be like a black body with like, or sorry, like a white body with black lightning, possibly. But I mean, it's pretty good by itself. But it would be cool if there was something like that going on. But yeah, I've shown you this, and I'm gonna go back off. See you in a bit. And we're about to find another skin for a completely different creature. This is one of the random, like native enemies that spawned here in the Barrens, I think, is the name of the desert area. And this is a skin for the Apis race called the Lunar Ox. So let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. Apis, it's called Lunar Ox. There we go. It's the only Apis skin that we have. And looks pretty fancy. Looks pretty cool, right? Nice little skin, and I've shown you that, so I'm gonna go back off. See you in a bit. Look at this! It's a nether stone just lying around on the ground. Alright, let's take a look at this. Oh, but it's possibly the worst rarity it could have been. You know what? Game, you know what? At least you tried. At least you tried, and I appreciate that. Alright, so I've shown you that. I'm gonna go back off. See you in a bit. Alright, here we have another nether portal. This one in our old home turf of the arachnid nest. Let's see what we got going on in this one. And we just got we pick a chest. Whoa, there's a lot of treasure in here. I mean, I guess that's an okay amount of treasure, but still. Would have been nice to do this on high realm depth, but yeah, so it's fine. It's fine. Got to show you another realm, and I'm gonna go back off. So I'll see you in a bit. And here is some more progress on the Banshee set. Impaler Banshee card obtained. I don't think we're gonna get another partial bonus. No, not quite yet. But that's still some good progress, and having shown you that, I'm gonna go back off. See you in a bit. And moments after that, a piece of garbage nether stone. Having shown you this, I'm gonna go back off. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright, here's another nether portal. Let's just go straight in. And it's a piece of trash. We're just gonna get a useless trait material. I don't know, man. I feel like this nether encounter should just be removed, because you can get trade materials just by, you know, playing regular rounds. It's just too much to have that be a nether encounter. It's just too much build up for something that gives you literally nothing. Maybe, I don't know, in an earlier version of the game, trade materials were meant to be much less common, but when you're getting, when the reward is something that you already have dozens of instances of, that's a bit too underwhelming in my opinion for nether encounters which are rare. Like, it's uncommon enough to find a nether portal, but you don't want the field of nether encounters to be diluted with things like this that just are useless. Right, that's just my opinion, and having given you my opinion, I'm gonna go back and I'll show you the next highlight in just a few moments. And here we go, another Banshee card obtained. Gives us another partial bonus. Spell gems now have one more spell charge, which is pretty good. Having shown you that, I'm gonna go back off. See you in a bit. I think we're about to get a special dumpling skin, assuming I can catch this little rascal. Oh no, what a horrible section for dumpling hunting. Just like a long, narrow corridor. You're never gonna catch them in a place like that. Need to corner this dude. Here I am being blocked by my own summons from the divination candle. Ooh, but looks like the dumpling has wandered into an unwinnable situation. There we go. Ooh, that looks interesting. It's kind of hidden by all of the there we go. Got a bit of a look at it. I was gonna say it's kind of hidden by the status effects on him. We can take a closer look at that. Extra spicy. You know, let's take a good look at it. Extra spicy. From the lava, volcano-themed Great Pandemonium. Here we go. Extra spicy. Nope. It's literally just on fire and there's smoke coming out. You gotta love it. Right, having shown you that, I'm gonna go back off. See you in a bit. Alright, let's see what's in this nether realm. Okay, yep. Another one that would have been nice in our regular high realm depth, high instability gameplay, but that's okay. I think there's an achievement in the game for opening a large number of chests, so at least it gives us a bit of progress towards that, if nothing else. Anyway, having shown you that, I'm gonna go back off. See you in a bit. Hello, here's another nether stone just hanging around on the ground. What's this one gonna be? It's gonna be garbage. Alright, well... well, at least we tried. At least we tried, and having shown you that, I'm gonna go back off. Alright, let's see what's inside this one. Oh, it's useless. It's completely useless. Well, that sucks. I'm going back off. And here we go. Phobos Banshee card takes us closer to completing the set. Alright, showing you that, and I'm going back off. And just a couple moments after that, the Styx Banshee card drops. Man, I love finding cards in this game. It is so satisfying. But yeah, hopefully this luck continues, and you'll find out if it continues in just a moment. Looky here, we came across another Pandora. I think this is going to allow us to, yep, and now we can summon another Pandora. Alright, I'll do that at some point. I'll probably do that, I don't know, at the end of the episode maybe, if I can even remember. I don't think we even need more Pandoras, so even if I don't think it's any major, makes any major difference one way or another, but, found another technically rare encounter, so, that's, something worth showing. Anyway, I'm gonna go back off. Alright, let's take a look at what's inside this. What's inside this nether portal? Is it anything good? For a while I thought this was maybe the one that, like the one guy, dressed in black that gives you a card, but no, these are the two guys who sell you trait materials that you already have a ton of. I don't need any of these. I don't need any of these. What a waste. What a waste. But you know what? That's fine. Like, it's one more nether portal encountered. We do need to find 1,000 of these for an achievement, and they are very rare. So even if we find one that's useless, it's still technically making progress on something, right? So having shown you that, I'm going back off. Right, see you in a bit. Alright, we've got to hand in our Rune of Prophecies, but before I do, I've got to get some piety. I'm not going to be fighting anybody at the Gate of the Gods, I'm not going to be fighting any nether bosses, but I can get a bit of piety by crushing one of these. And that means we are handing it in for 40,000. Alright. Decent. Decent. Let's get it in. Let's take a look at the new one. The new one, which also seems decent. Alright. Alright, let's see how well we do with this one. Right. I've shown you that, and I'm going back off. Alright, I just figured I'd show this because it's the first level 60 that I've gotten with any god other than Regalis, and Tartareth. And as I suspected, it is a special bonus that is realm specific and not just a generic thing like, more breakable objects or whatever. This one gives us more buffs from moon orbs, which isn't a spectacular thing, but it is unique to the realm, so I just figured I'd show it. And having shown you it, I'm gonna go back off. Alright, here's another piece of garbage netherstone, and that's just about all there is to it. Alright, let's see what's in this one. Let's see what's in this one, and it's fine. A bunch of chests. That's okay. That's okay. And that's gonna be all for this little update. Ooh, here's another nether portal. Oh, come on, man. Come on. That's just disgusting. Alright, that's all for this update. And here we go. This one took quite a while to find, but in the end, it also came to us. The Tormented Banshee card means just one more card will complete the Banshee set. Alright, I've shown you that, and I'm gonna go back off. Here we go, another nether portal. What's this one gonna be? Okay, alright. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this, because at least it's something. At least it's something, and having shown you that, I'm gonna go back off. Alright, here's another nether portal. Is this gonna be good? Not really. But you know what? We'll answer some Riddle Dwarf questions. This is gonna be Shalan. This... Ooh, Disc of Creation, no idea. It's either sorcery or life. Could also be nature. I'm gonna go life. Sorcery? Alright. Don't feel too bad about that. Time Stop is surely sorcery. Alright. 2 out of 3 so far. Nyx Informer. Ugh. Ugh. It's either sorcery or death. I'm gonna go sorcery. Yeah, okay. We got 2 out of 4, which is not bad, but like questions about spells and creatures are tough because there's just so many of them. You know what? We did okay. We did okay, and I am gonna go back off now. Right, see you in a bit. Wow, these nether portals are coming thick and fast. What's gonna be this one? Oh, this is a nice one. But it has a small number of candles in it. I think this particular encounter probably has like a random number of candles that it can spawn. And I've definitely seen ones with many more candles than that. But you know what? It's okay. For a freebie, we shouldn't be getting too upset about getting free stuff just because we could have gotten more free stuff. But yeah, showing you that, so I'm gonna go back off. Damn, there has been a deluge of nether realms. This is a good one though, because this gives us a chance to do some more science. So let me get my notebook back. Alright. So the last one we checked had nothing. The last one we checked was with A and C both on, but with B and D off. So let's try A and D on, B and C off. What does this give us? It gives us crystal. So again, A and C on, B and D. Gives us crystal. Okay. So we're slowly mapping this out. One day we will get an exhaustive list of everything you can get out of this one encounter, and then we'll well, I don't know what'll happen then. I think It's not like the game's gonna give us anything special for doing it, but you know what? Like, science is worthwhile. Knowledge is worthwhile for its own sake. I'm gonna give that pretentious answer, and on that note, I'm gonna go back off. See you in a bit. And this is just so perfect. We collect the Valentine Banshee card. To complete the Banshee set, now our spells have one additional charge, and now the next card set that we're going to be doing is going to be the Basilisk set. But that one's going to have to wait. It's going to have to wait. So I'm going to go back off. I will see you shortly. Alright, and this is going to be possibly the last nether portal for this entire episode, and it gives us the disgruntled arena master. Hey Rosebud, long time no see. So kill you once, you want a rematch? Sure. Kill you a second time, you still want a rematch? Okay. Kill you a third time, and now you realize the folly of your ways, and you're done. Well, good to see you, Rosebud. Alright, having shown you that, I'm gonna go back off. See you in just a moment. Alright, it is time. Time for what, you may ask? Well, let me show you just one thing. One quick thing. Let me just show it to you. It is time, if you look at the third item from the top, we are one realm away from finally finishing off these Pariah realms. So I'm going to show you the entire last realm live, rather than just skipping to the end. Let's just do the final realm. And I know it's been a long episode. I know I probably went a little bit too carried away doing farming, but you know what? It was farming that needed to be done, right? We made progress on a lot of card sets, and found a few nether stones, surprisingly enough. Found a good number of skins. It's been pretty good. I'll do a full sort of a wrap up on everything we accomplished at the end of the episode. No? But for now, let's just get this done. Take down, or I'll talk to some of these creatures. We'll take them down if they become combative, but other than that, we're gonna just take it easy, because we're almost done. How long has this entire exercise taken me? I started a couple days before card week ended, and I'm ending a couple days into the next week, into the following week. So it's taken me maybe a little bit more. Let's round it up. Let's say it's taken me 5 days. That's pretty decent. Like I would have been able to get it done a lot quicker if I hadn't been doing any farming, and the episode would have been a lot shorter as well. But you know what? It's like I said, it's okay. It's fine. Completed a good number of card sets along the way, which pretty happy about. And I've even got an idea about the next big major goal I want to set myself of, in this series. Tortured leper is surely death. Good. Take you out. Kill that and do that. Take this. Talk to you. You are going back peacefully. That's an excellent decision. Ooh, somebody's attacking me. And take care of you. You know what? Go ahead and get some more basilisks on the field. Might as well. Oh. I feel so good right now. Crashing Basilisk card in the bag. Enemies take more damage. This seems like a fantastic card set to complete. If we have the whole card set done, and then enemies just permanently take 9% more damage, this could be huge. This could have been a very useful thing to have for the Gate of the Gods, actually, for you know, the Pariah and the Deprived. But of course, I mean, you gotta just pull the trigger when you think you can do it. You can't wait until things are completely perfect in every way. So, you know, I don't really mind so much. You know, let me go ahead and summon even one more group of dormant basilisks. And I just have to find this final creature. This final realm creature. To subdue, and then we can finally bring... Hello! Whoa! Things just keep getting better. We're gonna get a basilisk skin. Fire snake. I mean, I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. Oh, yeah. Rune of Prophecies is almost done, but I stopped bothering with handing it in just because I didn't want that stress to deal with. We'll figure that out next episode. For now, let's just take a look at the basilisk skin that we just picked up. Fire snake, our first basilisk skin. Looks pretty swanky. I like it. I do like it. Alright, take care of you. Take care of you. And are we done? No, we still have one more quest objective. Ooh, there's a treasure golem. Let's hunt this guy down. I think we can corner him if we're careful. There we go. Easy. And yeah, Fryden's angry, but nobody cares, dude. These are international waters. Anything goes. Alright. What, where's... I think this might be it. I thought this was part of the scenery, but I think this is the final creature. You've made the ill-advised decision to attack me. Let your demise, and there we fucking go! As a reward for completing 100 realm quests using the Pariah specialization, you've earned a new wardrobe costume. Alright, well... let's head back and do our debrief. Let's kill a few of these guys on the way back. Just a couple shots, a couple cracks at getting one final card. Although we've already found a card in this round, so maybe I should just be happy with that. You know what? Hang on. I wanted to collect that thing. Alright. Now, let's head back. Any projects to hand in? I don't think so. So let's head back to the castle, and then I will begin the process of telling you what all we accomplished. First of all, the main thing... let me open up the list of recently earned achievements. We have all the 10 Pariah achievements. Along the way, we found a couple others as well. Namely, achievements for donating to different gods. So, achievements for donating to Vulcanar 80 times, for donating to Vertrag 80 times, donating to Apocrynox 90 times, donating to Ariamaki 60 times, doing the Pariah... sorry, going into the Nether 500 times, and then Slayer of Myrtle. I think that's from the previous episode, something that we actually saw live, like, properly. And everything after that was what we obtained for doing the Pariah. Alongside that, I also gained some favor ranks with the various gods. What? Hang on a second. You're seeing that, right? The text for Sirathli and Vulcanar is weirdly big, but they're also the only ones that have favor rank at 54. Is there something special about 54 that's causing the text size to glitch out? I think that might be what's going on. I'll have to see if it reverts to like a smaller size once these two go beyond level 54, because otherwise this is kind of weird. Sorry, it's Surathli and Vulcanar. That's what I said, right? I keep getting Vulcanar and Vertrag mixed up. Mixed up. I think if I said Vertrag, I meant Vulcanar. Anyway, this is gonna be something to look into if I can even remember. Oh, one other thing I said I'd do is I said I would summon the Pandora. Let's go ahead and do that. I was gonna say, we can summon a Mimic, but no, we can't. We need 8 more. But we can summon a Pandora. You know what? Might as well. What else? We found a couple nether stones. Should we... You know what? We can deal with, crushing nether stones some other time. The final thing we'll do is we're going to take a look at the really awesome... I don't know. I don't actually know what they look like, but they were hard-earned outfits for doing the 100 realms as the Pariah. I think it's better if we go this direction. Okay, Pariah tier 1. Alright. Pariah tier 2. Alright. Pariah tier 3. That's pretty badass, but do I like that better than what I've got? Do I like that better than what I have? I was like, why do we have a 4th creature? Oh, it's because we summoned a Pandora. Well, you know what? Here's what we'll do. Here's what I'm gonna do. Is I am going to swap back. The last thing we'll do is I'm going to swap back to my animator. And I'm going to fix up your spell gems, because for some reason doing this will unequip any spell gems you have beyond, the first few. Give you back blank slate, Clayman, Defile, yeah, Finger of Death, Greater Dispel, no. Did I give you Greater Dispel? Or was it something else? I'm gonna assume Greater Dispel. Sure. Sure. Yeah. Or was it Absolute Corruption? No. Because we have both Contagion and Defile, and so the last one must be Greater Dispel. Alright, that's done. And finally, you know what? We'll do that. We'll do that next episode. We'll worry about rolling stuff next episode. Alright, now then. Is there anything left to talk about? Oh yeah, let's talk about the cards we got. So we started below 600, And then we found a whole bunch. We completed a whole bunch. I think maybe starting from the Arachnolisk card set. Or possibly the Arbiter. I definitely know, like, Aspect onwards, we got those card sets completed in this episode. And I think Bard was already completed from before. But yeah, we completed a lot of card sets. And let's actually take a look at the bestiary, sorting by race. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The first 7 full pages of the bestiary, either the card has already been obtained or there is no card to obtain, so these creatures don't even count. But this is how far we have to go, all the way down to the Dormant Basilisk, before we find our first creature for whom there is a card that hasn't been obtained. So, we've been pretty productive on that count. And, yeah. It's been fun. With that, I think it's finally time to draw this episode to a close. Thank you so much for watching if you did. I don't mind it if you didn't, because mainly with these farming episodes, I want things to be documented, just so that in case someone wants to find the moment where something happened, then it's there somewhere. Obviously not every moment will be there, but a lot of them will be at, like card finds, that kind of thing. Nether portals can occasionally have special things in them. I want those to be documented. But like other little things, like it's not necessarily... You don't necessarily need to see the exact moment that I got the achievement for donating to Vulcanar 80 times, right? Because that's the thing, that's the kind of thing that'll happen anyway. It's more like the special chance-based or effort-based things, or like skill-based things. Those are the ones that I would prioritize showing. But yeah, like even if you didn't watch the whole thing, I'm just glad that you're enjoying and following the series, right? I'm just glad you're still on this train, going all the way to 100%, or derailing horribly along the way. But you know what? Who's to say how this journey is gonna end? All we can say is that for now, we're still chugging along, we're still having a good time. Anyway, that is gonna be all. Thank you so much for watching, hope you had a good time, and I hope you'll join me for the next episode as well. And until then, take care.